Well, as a sociologist, one of the things I've always loved about it is the whole world is your laboratory. You're researching human behavior, what people do, how they do it, and why they do it. And I've always managed to turn some of my own personal interest into research topics. The image that people have of bikers, that people are Hells Angels or motorcycle club members, that's one little small element. In fact, they call themselves 1%ers. Because they probably make up about 1% of the people who ride. We don't know much about the other 99%. I've never seen any systematic research on who rides motorcycles, what motivates them, why do they do it. So that became my research question, and I've, over about the last 5 years, really focused on that pretty intensely and interviewed over about 240 motorcyclists about riding and what they do and why they do, and documented it with some photos, and that's been a major thrust of my research. Research is at the heart of higher education. We're not supposed to be at a university just dispensers of knowledge. We're supposed to be the creators of knowledge, of trying to find out more about whatever our discipline explores. And in the case of sociology, it's always trying to understand more about human behavior, our society, what motivates people to do what they do. And a critical part of sociology is kind of looking beneath the surface, looking at the things that people take for granted and trying to do a more systematic scientific analysis of those behaviors. Something that, one of the theories that have emerged out of this research and we've been implementing into our writing that we've done with it is risk-taking behavior. For the average upper middle class person, I don't want to use the word just boring, but life is pretty mundane, it's pretty routine, it's pretty rigid, it's pretty structured. Riding is sort of the opposite of that. Time and again when we ask people, why do you ride? Words like freedom, excitement, exhilaration come up time and time again as part of the motivation. Almost everybody in America owns an automobile or drives an automobile. Motorcyclists sort of have this immediate bond that when you're riding down the road and you see a person coming towards you on a motorcycle, they have what they call the biker wave. And you've probably seen it. If you've been in a vehicle, you may not have even known what they were doing, but a motorcyclist will almost always put his left hand out. They usually put two fingers out and they just acknowledge the other rider. But I can't think of any other activity or subcultural group that has that kind of diversity, racially, ethnically, sex, gender, and socioeconomically. It's unique, I think.